Alright, so far so good. So we've done number one, we've added assessments. Then we moved those old term assessments to the new EOT. And then we've also moved old assessments which had numbers like, maybe midterm 1, midterm 2 and all that. We've just combined them into one called midterm. And if we would like to view what we've done, if you want to view submitted results, for instance, so you go to gradebook. Let's just wait for this to load. So we would go to gradebook. Where's gradebook? Yes, we're already in gradebook. So we go to submitted results, and we can pick. Let's pick, say, an old term. Let's see, maybe term 2, 2018. End of term. Yeah, and there. So we have some results. These are old results that were submitted. And if you pick, say, term 1, could there be anything there? No, there was nothing. Term 3. Yeah, term 3 there was something. So we successfully moved those old end term results. And we can also check if there was anything for midterm. In term 3, 2018, there was nothing. Term 2, there was nothing. How about this other assessment? Cut. There was nothing. So anyway, so it was just end term. So this is how you can check whether you actually did the right thing, whether you managed to move this odd term. And if you come over here, you notice that now there's no more. If you try to click here, you see that there's no longer any old assessments. Assessments which are in the old format. Good. So the next step, like we said, is number 4. We want to check that no class is assigned results for a wrong section. Now, to do this, we first go to admin. Alright, so we go to administration. So we're going to click on admin and wait for this page to load. And when the page loads, what we're interested in is we want to see if there are any classes, for instance, that are in senior but were assigned junior subjects. And we also want to see if there are any junior classes that were assigned senior subjects. So to do that, you can see that under classes you have classes and you have class subjects. So you look at the class subjects tab, and here we're going to just filter by senior. So what we're saying is class section, we want to see all classes that are in senior section. And then on the subject, you can see that each class here you have a list of subjects. And on subject section, we want to see any senior classes that have junior subjects. And you can see already there are a lot of them. There it shows there are 72 records where you have a class that is in senior section being assigned a junior section. And here's an example. You have this 10A. Okay, 10A has been assigned religious education for junior, mathematics for junior, and all this. So what causes this? And I'll show you that this is not a problem with the online system. So if you go to your desktop system, okay, where we imported this data from, let me just do this, and let me minimize this. If you go to the desktop system and then go to admin and then classes, so right click on this, column chooser, I want to filter by school name, I want to pick Rusangu there. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I want to view the classes for Rusangu, and I can even view, so here I agree, so there is 10A. Now notice something. On the right, it will show you all the subjects that are in senior section, and those that have been ticked are the subjects for 10A. But you also have this tab that says all subjects in the database assigned to class. Alright, so when you click on this tab, Oh, actually that data must have come. So this one was corrected here. But I think this confusion must be from the old. Yeah. Okay, so this one was corrected. So because we had to move old results, so I guess this is coming from the old results, not the new ones. Yeah. Because there are those results that we're moving from the old NTM to the new. So it could be that this was the old thing really. Alright, so nonetheless, how do we, so now we know that we do have senior classes assigned junior subjects, and it could also happen that we are going to have junior subjects assigned senior classes. So let's start with fixing this. How do we do it? We have to, let's open a new tab. So I'll press Ctrl and click here so that I have a new tab, just to allow me to move between tabs. If you go to Reports Builder, this one, I'll go to Report Builder. Down here there's this tab there's this part that says Transfer Misapplied Results. So what I want to do here is I want to move all results. So here we know that the affected section that we're dealing with is senior, right? That grade 10 class is a senior class. So when it says select affected section, we're going to pick the senior section. We'll say senior. Now, the section that you're dealing with here, that should also be the target section that you're going to assign subjects to. So we want to transfer all results that were applied to a junior subject but meant for a senior class. So we want to transfer them from that junior subject to the corresponding senior subject. And I'll show you that. So here, the starting one, to start with, we have this RE. Okay, so we have RE for junior with results that were assigned to 10A, which is a senior class. So we want to move all results from RE junior to RE senior. That's what we want to do. So again, like I said, the affected section is senior, and here where you say transfer subjects from, we want to transfer from religious education junior, and we want to transfer that to religious education senior. Hopefully we have it. So there. Okay, so on transfer from, we said transfer from RE junior, and then transfer to, we're transferring to RE senior. Alright, so I'll select RE senior there, and I'll just click fix. You don't need to select the term and the year for now, just leave them blank. It will fix everything. So I'll say fix, and you can see there it has moved 5,538 results. You know, then the reason why I actually told you to open these two tabs is so that you can switch between tabs. So the next subject here is mathematics. We do the same thing. So still, you leave the section unchanged because we are still dealing with senior. But now we change the subject. From RE, we are saying we are moving from mathematics junior, we want to move this to mathematics senior. Mathematics junior, we shall move this to mathematics senior. So all results that are meant for a senior class, but they were assigned to a junior subject, can we transfer them? That's what we're saying here. So fix, and you can see even there it has fixed 5,509. So there are a lot of them, and mostly these are old ones. What is the next subject? English. So we go to English, we do the same thing. We look for English junior, and we are moving this to English senior. We press there. It has moved 5,577. I also saw Chitonga there. Chitonga junior, we are moving this to Chitonga senior. So again, if you didn't follow what I said here, what we are doing is you have senior classes that have been assigned junior subjects, okay, and so we're trying to move the results. Actually, we're not trying, but we are moving results from these junior subjects to their senior counterparts. And you'll notice here that this problem is usually with those subjects that have the same name at both sections. RE, Maths, English, Tonga, and so forth. Okay, and this was a problem that was caused on the old versions of the desktop. So, but now this should have been resolved, I guess. So we've done for RE, Maths, English, and Tonga, and then now we need to do. Oh, in fact, I think we are done. So if you refresh this, so there's one more. We still have Chitonga. Wasn't it applied? Or the spelling is different. If I say fix, okay, 1800. So if you refresh this, yeah, so they're all done now. So once you see here that, because this filter that we applied, we said show us any senior classes that have junior section subjects. That's what this filter was doing. So on class section we said senior, on subject section we said junior, meaning give us classes that are in senior section but they have junior classes. And now they are none, which means the results have been fixed. The next thing we do is we swap. We say, okay, give us all classes that are junior section but they have senior subject. And again, you can see that here we have a few, and mainly it's just agric science. It's mainly agric science, so this one will be easy. So now you need to change the affected section. The affected section is no longer senior, we're dealing with junior. So we come over here and change that to junior, and then the subject is agric science. But this time we're moving from agric science senior, we want to transfer to agric science junior, because we have some classes that are juniors but they were assigned agric science for senior. So we are moving from agric science senior to agric science junior. And always verify before you fix, because then you can't reverse this once you do it. Because then if you messed it up, then the results will be mixed and there'll be no way for you to start reversing. So be very careful. Alright, so we fixed 1138 records there, and if you refresh this, you notice that now there's no more. So which means we are done with this step 4, where we checked that there are no classes in a particular section assigned subjects in a wrong section, in a different section. Alright, so that is done. And once you do that, the next step is to remove any so all this process, what might have been happening is that it was maybe it did reassignments of class subjects, and there could be duplicates there. So what you then need to do is to use this button that says remove duplicate subject assignments, if there are any. Okay, now why is it important for you to actually fix this? So some of you might notice that when you are trying to build your result, you do your assessment contributions, and then you build your results, you find that maybe on some subjects you see zeros or maybe empty spaces, like there's nothing, and yet when you go to submitted results you're able to see the results, and you'll be wondering why. It's because of this. Okay, so when you're doing the so it's possible that you can see that under submitted results you have results, yet they are not appearing on report cards, they're not appearing on assessment results or final results, they can't be seen. It's because of this wrong assignments of so you have maybe subjects in the wrong section being assigned to a different class. So that's why you must fix this. Okay, and now what we're saying is that we want to remove duplicate subject assignments if there are any, and so there are none, so there's no duplicate subject assignments. Okay, then the next thing that we want to do is to remove any duplicate results that might be there. Hopefully we find some. So to do that, we go to submitted results, which is here, and then you have this button that says delete all duplicate results. So if you move there and say delete, it will check if there are any duplicate results, and you see there we have 20,721 duplicate results. Now what would have happened if we didn't do this? is that for some pupils you might find that when it's building their results, it might be showing things like a score like 200 or 158, when you know that a pupil cannot get more than 100. Okay, so it's always important that once you have your results, you need to make use of this button, remove these duplicate results. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to select the year or the term, just click the button there, and then it will remove all the duplicate. And you can see 20,721. This would have given you issues. So now that we are done with this step, so we've done step 4. We've removed any duplicate class assignments, there were none there, and then we've removed duplicate results. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to do the assessment contributions and then build the results. Okay.